everyone, this is your girl SolieSims and welcome once again to another speed build video. This time we will be doing a modern bunker with a florist shop on the top. At first I was a little bit hesitant about what it is that I really wanted to do. And by the way, guys, before I continue, this is actually a build challenge up on the Sims 4 Builds Facebook group, where we had to build a modern bunker. It could have been doomsday, it could have been modern, it could have been just anything, as long as 90% of the living space is downstairs. And I was so unsure about what to do. I have done a bunker before, doomsday bunker actually. That was a couple of years ago, maybe. It was, I don't even think it was last year, could have been the year before. And I decided that I didn't want to do a doomsday one this time around. I wanted to go a bit modern, and I did. Now all the time I'm building and I'm doing the entryway to my downstairs area, I wanted it to be just a little bit different. And lately what I found that I have been doing is including a lot of trellises in my builds. And I'm not mad about it. I mean, a trellis is a wonderful thing. It adds such, appeal and attraction. It's a way to bring light in, as well as, greenery as well, if you're so inclined. But I wanted now to incorporate the greenery upstairs. And initially I was thinking, because at the time I didn't have any sim in mind for this space. I was just building. So I know that I in thinking about like equal lifestyle coming out, well, probably by the time this video is released it would have already been out, maybe, or at least we would have gotten the updates. I was thinking that I really wanted to do something with the theme of eco lifestyle. Now this is something that I'm not too familiar with in terms of the styles of the builds, so I went and looked and I could not find anything. I mean, I've seen people doing some brilliant eco lifestyle builds, and it just wasn't coming together for me, I felt. Anyway, I think in the end everything just tied in, and it worked. It worked, guys. So yeah. So I did the rooftop being completely covered over with grass and trees and just bush and foliage, just to make it appear that it is just this overgrown space. I had no idea what I was going to do with the room that I put in the top. I had no idea what I was going to put in the structure that was above ground. I had no idea what I was going to do with the landscaping at the time of doing this. So I focused mostly on doing the entryway into the bunker, like I said, guys. And I thought that I would have liked to make it look just a little bit, I don't want to say tropical. I've been saying tropical a lot in my builds, but this is not what I really wanted to do. Yeah, like people who loves the greenery, they big on nature, etc. So yeah, so that's the type of build that I was going in mind to do. So I wanted the upstairs area to feature more like a backyard space where they come out to have dinner, etc. Guys, I will tell you right now, every single plan I had for this build changed completely, guys, except for me leaving the space as I saw it, and I left it just as that. So I'm working on the inside, and I decided to go a bit modern on the inside because I said, I did the whole bunker thing. At first, initially, I was thinking of maybe doing it in only concrete and brick. Like, there's this style now where the houses are just plain concrete. They don't add color to it or anything like that. I was thinking initially that this is what I wanted to do, and I did incorporate it into the entryway. Now in the end, the people that I did, the Sims rather, that I thought about living in this particular space, I felt that the husband, and we'll call him Charles, and the wife affectionately calls him Charlie. So Charlie is a well-off person. They met in college, I would say. They do have one teenage son who is heavily into music. He has his own space on the other side of the build, and of course we will see that towards the end. So he has his own little space on the other side of the way. He's very into music. He's very into his studies. He's a little bit of a geek. But he's a little bit of an athlete as well. So he has this good mix where he can fit in with any clique, we should say, that he wants to maybe join. Excuse me, guys. So these pictures, by the way, I took them from, I think it's tier 99 on the gallery, and you will see a few times where I actually do go into the gallery just to pull out rooms, because I just love her artwork, and as well as the rooms with debug items as well. So I went in there a few times for me to get all of these things put in there. So we're in the kitchen, and again, guys, the kitchen is completely revamped from what you're seeing now. Towards the end, I completely changed it around when I decided on who it is that I was going to leave here, and I did not decide on who was going to be staying here until I started when I start doing the upstairs in terms of the when I start doing the upstairs, you guys will see that I kind of had an idea of what it is that I wanted to do, and then I moved away from it. I meant to say it's actually tier 33, guys, and not tier 99. I apologize for that, but it's tier 33. She has beautiful, amazing wall art. So before, it would have not been tagged in the game as CC, but now it is, unfortunately. So if you do want to get this game, it's not CC basically, because I haven't gone shopping anywhere other than the gallery for the stuff that I put in the house, but you will get that. You will have to enable CC just to be on the safe side. So this is like a whole bunch of different things that I took from the debug menu. Rather, I took from a room in the gallery that held debug items. Now this is where the idea of the sim who lives here popped into my head. And like we said, I introduced you already to the son. We don't have a name for him. I never thought of one, but we do have the husband, who is Charles, and he, like I said, came from a wealthy family. So he's well-to-do. He doesn't really need to work. He lives comfortably. But his wife, who he met in college, is a bit of like a hippie type of person. She's really into nature. She just wants the best of everything for nature, basically. And this is where she always had this love of gardening, and her name is Gina, by the way. And I imagine her having a bit of a bohemian flair, etc. So Charles, being the loving husband that he is, and he absolutely adores her. There's nothing that she can ask for that he will not do for her within reason, of course. He said to her, he has his own ideas of how he wants to live, etc., and he wanted to kind of pull away from society, etc. So he decided he wanted to live downstairs. He wanted to live underground, and they decided to do the bunker. She wanted to go into her gardening and etc. And because of how well she does her flower arrangements, she got really popular, guys, and people just kept coming over, placing orders, etc. So she eventually opened up a shop upstairs, and you can see from the looks of the shop, it's a little bit more high-end. So you get really, really good things in there. I really wanted to try to put in like those freezers when you go into the Florist. There are some pre-arranged flowers in a freezer section, but that didn't work out. By the way, guys, this is a residential lot. If you do want to use it as a commercial space, you can. I mean, downstairs it's just the living areas, and that kind of makes it easier for me anyway. I always build my residential spaces with an actual small apartment usually attached to it, so that just works even better. So you can do that. I think you would have to do it before you actually place it down. I think that is maybe possible. I'm hoping. I don't know. So yeah, but that is the idea that we have, that I had for this space. Also, because of the type of person that Charles is and the way that he grew up, like I said, he has like a load of money, guys. They have a live-in butler, and again, the son doesn't fail for anything. Like anything that he wants, it is there, it is readily available, so much so that he doesn't even touch the money that his wife makes, because I mean, he has his own, but not that he doesn't care for them, because he does. I mean, all household expenses, etc., it's all to him, basically. With eco lifestyle coming in, I'm not sure how Gina would like to move, you know, going forward, because as you can see, like I said, upstairs is all about her type of living green and showcasing, you know, her love of nature and of plants, etc. Whereas downstairs, Charles put his foot down and he said he wants the comfort available to him. He needs that space where he can just be himself and express himself, and that is what he did. This is the butler's room. Initially, I was thinking about maybe making it as a guest bedroom, but then I thought, no, I think this type of family definitely needs a butler, and the butler will need his own set of rooms. So this is what I came up with. I didn't put too much in the way of decorations because I wasn't sure of the personality of the butler who was going to be there, you know. And then we're doing the son's room, and maybe we can just call him Brad or something, you know. That's the type of, you know, that name that just popped into my head. And people sometimes wonder how Gina and Charles got together. There's completely, totally different personalities, and it shows, guys, in the way things are done. Even in the kitchen, Gina, initially before they had Brad, before they got the butler, she was like, if we're going to be living underground, babe, I need to have my greenery around me. I need to be able to feel like I'm close to nature, which is why there is this little spot just behind the window in the kitchen that looks like it's looking out into a meadow of wildflowers. And again, this is something else that is incorporated into the bedroom, which you guys will see, of course, in a little bit when I do it. I did a lot of the things off camera, especially the landscaping I did upstairs, simply because this video was like 4 hours long, and I wanted to cut back on some of the things that I actually was going to show, and not show, just record. And anyway, in the end, it would be there in the screenshots, so I didn't show off the landscaping that much. Also, guys, you will notice that there are 3 cars in the driveway. One, the red minivan, is actually the delivery van. So yes, she does have a worker where she has to do drop-offs, or if some other organization or whatever, she caters for like big social events. So if they need these things, that is available for them. Like I said, Charles missed the thing himself. He needed his room to be lush and pristine, and he went all out. He likes to shop. He likes the finest things in life, the finest clothes and shoes, etc. So he did up the walk-in closet. It's not even really hers, but he did it for her to be part of it as well. The walk-in closet is definitely more for him than for her, but she does have her own space in there as well. And this portrait in the back there, again, this is from Tier 33. I would like to think that this is a portrait of Gina when they just met, when they were back in college, before she became this super popular person, etc. So I did the bathroom off camera, but guys, we're here at the screenshots, so I will let you view the screenshots and let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't as yet. What are you waiting for? I'll see you again, guys, in my next video. Goodbye.